If we're talking about being leaner, stronger, or even younger looking, then the last thing you need is another punishing diet or hours sweating away in a gym. And the reason why is simple. After 40, your body responds to smart, targeted movement, not exhaustion. Burning yourself out actually works against you, slowing your metabolism and breaking down the very muscle you're trying to build. That's why in this video, I'll be giving you 6 simple exercises to reshape your body, protect your strength, and turn back the clock in just a few minutes a day. Exercise number 1 is push-ups. And before you scroll away or roll your eyes, stay with me for just a moment, because I know what you were thinking. Push-ups are brutal. They are for athletes and men and people who have been working out their entire lives. That is what we have all been told, and it is completely wrong. Here's the real story. Push-ups are actually the most efficient all-in-one movement you can do for your upper body. They firm up the chest, they tighten the front of your shoulders, and this is the part that gets women over 40 genuinely excited. They specifically target and tighten the back of the upper arm. That loose, soft area that waves when you wave, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Push-ups work that area directly. Now, here's how you make them completely accessible right now, today, without getting down on the floor. Walk up to your kitchen counter or even a sturdy wall, place your hands on the surface, step your feet back, and keep your body straight as a plank from your heels all the way to the top of your head. Lower your chest toward the surface, then push yourself back to the start. That is it. 10 of those. They count, they work, and as you get stronger over the coming weeks, you'll find yourself moving down from the counter to a lower surface and eventually to the floor. But the counter version is the real deal, so start there with zero shame. Exercise number 2 is squats, and this one comes with a very important modification for women over 40 whose knees have opinions. Squats are the single most powerful exercise for the lower body because they recruit the biggest muscles in your entire body, your thighs, your glutes, and your core, all at once. When those large muscles are working and getting stronger, your daily calorie burn increases significantly. That is metabolic gold after 40. The problem is that standard squats can place uncomfortable pressure on the knees, especially if your hips are tight or your form is not quite right yet. Here's the fix. Use a chair. Stand right in front of a sturdy chair, push your hips back as though you are slowly lowering yourself down to sit, let your bottom barely graze the seat, and then drive through your heels to stand back up. That chair is your guide and your safety net. It takes the guesswork out of depth and completely protects your joints while you build the strength and the flexibility to eventually squat without it. 10 of these. Your legs will feel it, your backside will feel it, and that is exactly the point. Exercise number 3 is one that most women over 40 have never even heard of, and it might just be the most transformative movement on this entire list. It's called the Romanian deadlift, or RDL for short, and it is the secret weapon for lifting and firming the backside. If squats are the front of the lower body, Romanian deadlifts are the back. They specifically target your glutes, the back of your thighs, and the muscles running along either side of your spine. That last part is crucial because those lower back muscles weaken with age and contribute to the chronic ache that so many women over 40 deal with on a daily basis. To do this, stand tall, holding 2 light weights. Even 2 soup cans will work perfectly when you're starting out. Let them hang in front of your thighs. Keeping your back flat, like a tabletop, push your hips straight backward behind you, letting the weights slide down the front of your legs toward your shins. When you feel a deep pull in the back of your thighs, that is your cue. Then squeeze your glutes and drive your hips forward to stand back up. 10 repetitions, a flat back, and hips pressing backward. That combination is what lifts and shapes the backside while protecting your spine. Now, pause with me for a second because you are 3 exercises in, and I want you to quickly notice what every single one of them is actually doing. The push-up, the squat, the deadlift, not one of them is about shrinking you. They are all building muscle, and that is the whole game after 40. But here's the part almost nobody tells you. The exercise does not build the muscle. The exercise is just the signal to your body to build the muscle. The muscle itself gets built afterward, out of what you eat. And the one thing your body needs most to do that building is protein. The problem is that most women over 40 are eating nowhere near enough of it. So they do the movements, they put in the work, and then they hand their body almost nothing to build with, and they cannot understand why the change is so slow. This is the reason why we created the Menopause Protein Bundle. It is the eating side of everything you are doing in this video. Done for you, high-protein meals built for a body after 40. Breakfasts that actually give your muscles something to rebuild with. Lunches and dinners that keep your blood sugar steady so you're not running on empty by the afternoon. And even desserts and smoothies that handle a craving without the crash. Every recipe is ready in about 10 minutes. There's nothing to track and nothing to count. And every single one is built to feed the exact muscle these exercises are working to wake up. You just open it and cook. So please, check out the link in the description because this could be the moment your effort finally starts to show. The moment your shoulders, your arms, your whole shape start changing the way these movements promise. And you catch yourself standing a little taller in the mirror, genuinely surprised that the body looking back is yours. Exercise number 4 is overhead pressing. And this one is going to do something for your silhouette that no amount of dieting can replicate. When you sit too much or spend your days looking down at a phone or a laptop, the muscles at the tops of your shoulders quietly shrink away. Those rounded, defined shoulder caps are not just about strength. They create a visual shape that frames your whole upper body. A little definition at the top of the shoulder makes the waist below look narrower and smaller, even without losing a single pound. It is visual architecture, and pressing movements build it. Sit tall in a chair, feet flat on the floor, holding 2 light weights at shoulder height with your elbows bent. Press both weights straight up toward the ceiling until your arms are fully extended. Then lower them back slowly and with control to your shoulders. The slow descent is where a lot of the magic happens, so do not rush it. 10 repetitions, sitting tall the entire time, and watch over the next several weeks as those shoulders start to take shape in a way that transforms how every single top and dress you own looks on you. Exercise number 5 is the row, and this one is deeply personal to me because it is the exercise that addresses something almost every woman over 40 is dealing with, but nobody talks about. Years of sitting at desks, carrying bags on one shoulder, and looking down at screens pulls our shoulders forward and downward. That forward slouch does something cosmetically devastating. It physically pushes the stomach outward. You can be at a perfectly healthy weight, and that posture alone will make your midsection look softer and more prominent than it actually is. Rows fix the posture, and fixing the posture changes everything. Here's a simple way to do them. Kneel your right knee and place your right hand on your couch or a sturdy chair for support. Hold a light weight in your left hand, letting it hang straight down from your shoulder. Pull your left elbow straight back toward your hip, squeezing the muscles between your shoulder blades at the top of the movement. Then lower it slowly back down. 10 repetitions on each side. Over time, your shoulders will naturally sit further back and higher, your chest will open up, your back will smooth out along the bra line, and you will stand taller without even thinking about it. Now, before we get to exercise number 6, I want you to think about how your body is feeling right now, just from learning about the first 5 movements. A little excited, maybe a little nervous, maybe you're already thinking about which soup cans you can pull out of the pantry. That feeling is important. That is your body telling you it is ready. These 5 exercises are building something. They are building a foundation of strength, joint stability, and muscle that your body desperately needs at this stage of life. And that foundation is what makes exercise number 6 possible. Exercise number 6 is the lunge, and I am calling this your milestone movement. You do not need to do it on day 1. In fact, I would encourage you to spend the first few weeks building your strength and balance with the first 5 exercises before you add this one in. Lunges are extraordinary for shaping the legs and for improving your balance and coordination, both of which decline naturally with age if we do not actively work against it. Good balance is not just about looking athletic. It protects you from falls, keeps you feeling confident on your feet, and has direct connections to long-term independence and vitality. Here is how to do them safely. Stand next to a wall or a countertop and keep one hand lightly touching it for stability. Take a large step backward with one foot, then slowly lower your back knee down toward the floor as far as feels comfortable for your joints, without any pain. Push through your front foot to bring yourself back to standing. 8 repetitions on each leg. When you find yourself needing that wall less and less, when you can do these with just a fingertip for reassurance, that is your signal that your strength and stability have genuinely grown. So there you have it. Push-ups for your arms and chest, chair squats for your lower body and metabolism, Romanian deadlifts for your backside and lower back, overhead presses for your shoulders and waistline silhouette, rows for your posture and back, and lunges as your milestone movement for legs and balance. 6 exercises, a complete picture, everything your body needs to start looking leaner, feeling stronger, and honestly defying what 40 and beyond is supposed to look like. Here is what I want you to do right now. Do not wait until Monday. Do not wait until you have the perfect weights or the perfect outfit or the perfect block of time. Pick 2 or 3 of these movements right now, this week, and just start. The women who see the most transformation are never the ones who had the best plan. They're the ones who started before they felt fully ready. That is you. Start before you feel ready. Your body is waiting for exactly this.